What if I told you that the key to becoming unbreakable doesn't lie in changing your circumstances, but in mastering your reactions to them? Imagine having a mindset so resilient that no setback, no criticism, no challenge could shake you. This isn't a fantasy, it's the core of Stoicism, and Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught timeless principles that can transform your mind and life. Today, we're diving into 10 of those life-changing lessons. Lessons that, if applied, could make you unshakable. Ready to learn the secrets? Let's dive in. Welcome to Stoic Wisdom, where ancient philosophy meets modern-day challenges. Today we'll dive into the profound teachings of Epictetus, a former slave who rose to become one of history's most influential philosophers. His wisdom transcends time, offering practical guidance on living a resilient and fulfilling life, showing us how to face hardship, endure adversity, and become truly unbreakable. Think about the last time life overwhelmed you, whether it was at work, home, or just the weight of everyday pressures. We've all felt that heaviness, but what if you could stay calm and strong in those moments? Epictetus offers us the tools to do just that. Before we get into his life-changing principles, subscribe to our channel, where a community of thinkers and doers is growing together in personal resilience. These aren't just abstract ideas, we're going deep, giving you actionable tools to navigate life's toughest moments. Stick with me until the end, because that's where the real power lies. Now let's start with Principle 10. Principle 10, the art of acceptance. We begin with one of the most fundamental teachings of Epictetus: acceptance. Now when I say acceptance, I'm not talking about passively resigning yourself to a bad situation. I'm talking about the wisdom to understand what you can control and what you can't. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." You can't control whether people like you or how they treat you. You can't control the economy or the weather, but you can control how you react. By accepting this distinction, you free yourself from so much unnecessary suffering. Let's face it, most of our stress comes from trying to control things that are outside of our power. But when you accept that life is unpredictable and stop wasting energy on what you can't change, you become mentally lighter. You focus on what you can do, and that's where your power lies. Principle 9, focus on what you can control. Building on acceptance, we come to Principle 9, focusing on what you can control. Epictetus teaches us that real strength comes from mastering our mind. The only things truly within your control are your own judgments, desires, and actions. Imagine how much mental energy you'd save if you stopped worrying about things that are beyond your influence, what people think of you, how others behave, or random events that happen in life. Instead, by focusing on your own thoughts, your reactions, and your behaviors, you take back control. You're no longer a victim of circumstances, you're the master of your own mind. When you focus on your inner world, external chaos can't reach you. You remain calm, grounded, and unshakable. This is the path to true freedom. Principle 8, embrace discomfort for growth. Principle 8 might make you uncomfortable, because it's all about embracing discomfort. Epictetus didn't shy away from difficulties. In fact, he saw adversity as the perfect opportunity for growth. He said, "Difficulties are things that show what men are." If you want to become unbreakable, you have to be willing to face discomfort head-on. Whether it's physical pain, emotional turmoil, or mental stress, every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience. Think about it. Muscles grow by being torn down and rebuilt. The same is true for your character. When you face hardship with courage, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're becoming stronger, more capable, and more resilient. The Stoic approach to discomfort isn't about masochism. It's about understanding that growth requires struggle, and through that struggle, you become unbreakable. Principle 7, the power of perspective. Now let's talk about perspective, which is Principle 7. Epictetus teaches us that it's not events themselves that disturb us, it's our judgment of those events. How many times have you faced a situation that, in hindsight, wasn't as bad as it seemed in the moment? The truth is, our minds can blow things out of proportion. But if you change how you interpret the events in your life, you change your experience of life itself. Let's say you lose a job. You could see it as a disaster, or you could see it as an opportunity to pivot towards something better. You could let criticism destroy your confidence, or you could see it as a chance to improve. Your perspective is your power. When you learn to shift it, no event, no setback can control your peace of mind. You become the architect of your own experience. Principle 6, freedom through detachment. Principle 6 is about freedom through detachment. We often suffer because we cling too tightly to things, whether it's outcomes, material possessions, or even people. Epictetus tells us that true freedom comes from letting go of things that are not in our control. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means you stop letting external things dictate your inner peace. It means not placing your happiness on things outside of yourself. Because when you do that, you hand over your power. If your happiness depends on a job, a person, or a specific outcome, you'll always be vulnerable. But if you detach, if you focus on mastering your own mind and reactions, you become free. No matter what happens around you, you remain grounded. This is where true strength comes from. Principle 5, the role of self-discipline. At number 5, we arrive at self-discipline. Epictetus was clear. If you want to live a strong, resilient life, you must first master yourself. Self-discipline is the key to controlling your actions, habits, and even emotions. Without it, we're slaves to our impulses, drifting from one distraction to the next, one emotional outburst to another. But with discipline, you can control your behavior even when life is chaotic. You can stick to your values even when it's hard. You can stay calm even when others lose their heads. Self-discipline isn't about denying yourself pleasure. It's about training yourself to act in ways that are aligned with your long-term goals, even when it's uncomfortable. With self-discipline, you build a foundation that nothing can shake. Principle 4, cultivating inner peace. Principle 4 is the cultivation of inner peace. Epictetus believed that true strength isn't found in outward success, but in a calm and steady mind. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Inner peace doesn't mean avoiding challenges or discomfort. It means staying balanced and centered, no matter what life throws at you. When you cultivate inner peace, you are no longer reactive to the world around you. You become a source of calm in the storm, and that calm is contagious. Others will look to you as a rock, a person who remains steady even in the most turbulent times. Inner peace is not a luxury, it's a necessity if you want to be unbreakable. Death is a teacher. One of the most powerful teachings of Epictetus is his perspective on death. It might seem grim, but contemplating death is one of the most liberating things you can do. Epictetus urges us not to fear death, but to use it as a reminder of the impermanence of life. When you recognize that your time here is limited, it shifts your priorities. You stop wasting time on trivial matters and start focusing on what truly matters: your relationships, your personal growth, and your legacy. Death, in this sense, becomes the ultimate teacher, showing you how to live fully and without fear. It reminds you that every moment counts. The fear of death often holds us back, but when you face it, you become fearless. Principle 2, the importance of gratitude. At number 2, we come to the importance of gratitude. Epictetus teaches us to be grateful not just for the good things, but also for the challenges. Why? Because every experience, even the tough ones, teaches us something valuable. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. And when you live with gratitude, you stop feeling like a victim of life's circumstances. You realize that even in hardship, there's something to be thankful for, whether it's the lesson you learned, the strength you gained, or the perspective you gained. Gratitude makes you resilient because it allows you to find value in every moment, every experience. Principle 1, mastering your mind. And now we come to the most important principle of all, mastering your mind. Epictetus believed that the ultimate freedom, the key to becoming unbreakable, lies in mastering your own mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you can control your thoughts, nothing can shake you. You could lose everything, face the harshest trials, and still be at peace if your mind is strong. This is the essence of Stoic resilience. Master your mind, and you master your life. Nothing external has the power to break you if you have control over your own inner world. It's not about escaping life's challenges, it's about facing them with an unshakable mind. Since you've stayed with me until the end, here's something extra. an insight that will take everything we've covered to the next level. It's the idea that life is practice. Every day, every moment is a chance to practice Stoic virtues. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. Every situation, every challenge is an opportunity to practice becoming the best version of yourself. Treat life like a constant practice ground, and over time, you will become unbreakable. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. So there you have it, 10 Stoic principles from Epictetus that can transform you into an unbreakable person. Remember, it's not about changing the world around you, it's about mastering yourself. Focus on what you can control, embrace discomfort, and cultivate a calm mind. You'll find that nothing can shake you. If these principles resonate with you, if you're ready to live with strength, resilience, and clarity, start applying them today. These aren't just ideas, they're practical tools for living a powerful life. If you found these insights helpful, don't stop here. Click on the video on your screen now, where we'll explore another key Stoic teaching: how to spot the red flags in your life and relationships before they spiral out of control. It's an essential lesson you won't want to miss. See you there.